And on this episode of Less is More, we have this from Bloody Disgusting. First Blood prequel John Rambo in the works from Sisu director. Now, if you haven't seen Sisu, it's essentially just John Wick World War II edition. This dude, if I'm not mistaken, finds some gold. The Nazis want the gold, and then he just goes on some quest to kill a bunch of them. It's like I said, it's John Wick, World War II edition. Some old man killing Nazis. Kind of forgot what the story was. Was it a good movie? Yeah, it was fun. I forgot. The only memorable moments of it were the violence. When things slowed down, I kind of forgot what was happening. But with Rambo, First Blood, First Blood was an amazing movie. An amazing movie. Then what happened afterwards? They decided, okay, people like Rambo, let's just have him kill everything in the world. So they made a couple more Rambo movies, then stopped for a while, and then just said, okay, we're just gonna go full blood, full gelatin, exploding bodies, and he's just gonna massacre. I think what was the movie called? John Rambo or something like that. I don't remember. The one where he was in the Amazon with the missionaries, and it was fun. I have a core memory of watching that on HBO with my dad. It was a fun popcorn flick, but First Blood was clearly the better movie. And yes, it was John Rambo versus the world in that one, but he was outsmarting them with all of his tactics and training and everything. It wasn't just grab machine gun and mow everybody down. That's what made Rambo so dangerous because you can't see him coming. He'll be right next to you and you won't notice until it's too late. It wasn't this action shoot 'em up movie. They became that, but that's why I don't like the other ones as much, and especially the final one where he sets up a bunch of Home Alone traps in his ranch and just was he fighting the cartels or something? Like, come on. First one was so simple. So simple. That's why I said yes, less is more. So simple, so fun. But now it goes on to say with this one, and the problem is this quote right here. Original star and co-writer Sylvester Stallone is aware of the project, but not currently involved. Oh, so the guy that was heavily involved and starred in it, that's the guy that you're not going to have remotely associated with this product. Granted, like I said, from First Blood, they only went downhill. But still, having Sylvester Stallone there is a good thing to have. He's a very, very talented writer. Very talented writer. The article goes on to say, we are thrilled to introduce a new chapter to the Rambo legacy. Why? Why? Couldn't you just call it something else? Isn't that so weird that, like I said, Sisu is essentially just John Wick World War II edition. And now, all these companies are focusing on the IP. The IP doesn't matter anymore when you're gonna bastardize it. It says First Blood prequel. This ain't gonna be First Blood. Because, in First Blood, he was not like this. It was not Sisu. It was not John Wick. This project is a tribute to one of the best franchises in movie history. No. No. As much as I will say again, First Blood is probably on my top 100 favorite movies of all time. The franchise is not that great. The movie is great. But the rest of it going forward, no. No, 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 not even close. That will appeal to both longtime fans and new audiences alike. I honestly think the new audiences will look at First Blood and go, "This is a really slow movie." What do you mean he doesn't kill everyone in the town? Didn't Rambo only kill? I think he killed like two dogs and one person, kind of accidentally. He threw the rock as the dude was in the helicopter, and the guy fell off and plummeted to his death. But Rambo did not murder everyone. He set up traps and things like that, the spikes in the legs and everything, but this wasn't a man that just murdered everything. And that's kind of what made it a really interesting movie because he could have killed everyone. He could have killed the entire town in the National Guard, but he didn't. He held back. So now we're gonna have a prequel where he murders every. No, come on, what a stupid idea. I have been the biggest fan of Rambo since age 11. It was so surreal to be in a situation where I could actually make my own Rambo movie. You're not equipped for this, bro. No, you're not. You can make your own Rambo movie. Just make something else. Wouldn't isn't that like sound like a better idea? That if you could create the next thing, Rambo's already been done. A lot of these IPs, that's why I'm so confused that I don't know, was it Amazon fighting for the rights to make more James Bond movies? Like we're done with James Bond. Daniel Craig, it's over. We don't need a Bond TV show. We don't need any Bond movies. Just the franchise does not need to keep going like this. We don't need any more Bond movies. Wouldn't you want to create the next one? Maybe create an MI6 or something where you can have maybe not 007 but 008 or 9 or something like that? But no, 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 no. You cannot create on your own. So you have to take something that was already great. What was the quote from Jurassic Park? You can do it, but should you? Should you create this dinosaur world? You didn't do the research. You didn't do anything with it. You just took it, other people's work, made it into your own, and hoped that it worked out for the best. So this Rambo movie, no man, I have zero to no interest in it. Will I watch it on the high seas, or if it comes to one of the streaming services I have? Yeah, I'll check it out. Most likely, I wouldn't be surprised if this is just an Amazon Prime movie where it gets no theater release and they brag about how many people watch it. Isn't it funny that what was the movie Red One, that Rock Santa Claus movie? It bombed in the box office and then it went to Amazon Prime and The Rock was bragging about how great it was doing. It's like, listen, Rock, there is a difference between me buying a ticket at a theater and seeing it at home for the included price. There's a big difference to that. That's not something to brag about. So will this thing be on Amazon Prime? I would think so. Just thinking about this right now, yeah, this I wouldn't be surprised if this thing does not get a theater release. How would the budget be? I don't know. Will it be a low budget, big budget? I heard Sylvester Stallone say that Ryan Gosling would be his pick if they were to remake Rambo or like a prequel or something like that. So I don't know. I don't know who's going to be attached to this. I can't even remotely think about it, but if I'm doing this, I'm getting a complete unknown. My budget's like, I don't know, $10 million or something like that. And I'm just gonna create a fun shoot 'em up movie and that's it. Or more importantly, my idea would be to just create something new. I mean, the Vietnam War, you could have easily just jump into that and create your new character, your own original thing. But you know what? If you want to go out there and bastardize the name of Rambo, hell, I'll be more than happy to watch it and review it for my own personal benefit. But in the end, what do you guys think about that?
I left it all when you said, come follow. No chains could hold me, no fear to swallow. The world behind, the weight undone. For the sake of grace, for the Holy One, I gave it all when I heard your voice. No wealth, no comfort, just one clear choice. To rise from darkness, leave the past behind. For the mercy I was called to find.